Hi, this is the foreigner in the Philippines you're looking in on, and we're looking at the next stage in drawing. So the little drawings that you saw, everyday things that you have on your desk. You don't have to look for a naked woman to draw. You don't need a model. You have everything that you need to develop your skills right on your desk, so you don't have to look very far. That little drawing there, look, that's a pencil sharpener, some pencils, an eraser, and there's a different way of looking at a pencil sharpener, right? So what we're now looking at is a very important part of drawing. Now, I've already covered this in some degree in some of the past lessons, but one of the most important things is to understand that when you put pencil to paper in the first place, the first moment, you're going to do a lousy drawing because you're not warmed up. So how important is the warm-up? It's absolutely important. When you look at an athlete on the track, they go out onto the track, and these are champion athletes, say Olympic record breakers. What do? They go out and they do a warm-up. Now, how does that possibly relate to you with a pencil and a paper? The same. It's the same. You're going to have to warm up. Now, one of the reasons that we don't do this, one of the reasons that we fail in all the things that we do, is that we don't appreciate that everything requires a warm-up. So how can you do a warm-up? How can you apply this to drawing? A long time ago, I had a friend who kept failing to pass his driving test. And he'd done his driving test 2 or 3 times. And I asked him, what is it that is causing you to fail? He said, I don't know. He said, but I'm just scared of making a mistake. So I said, I'll give you a driving lesson. And I took him out on the road, and we went to a place where no traffic at all. Sat in the road, and I said, now, tell me when you go on your test, what are you most afraid of? And he said, well, I'm scared of doing that emergency stop. And I'm also scared of reversing. Well, what's to be scared of in reversing? Well, I'm scared that I'm going to hit the curb and go up the curb. And that always seems to happen to me. And then I can't reverse around a corner. That's a British thing. You have to be able to reverse around a corner. So, here's what we did. We took all of the things that he was scared of, and we did them until he wasn't scared of them anymore. See, what's to be scared of? You're in a car, you may need to do an emergency stop, so go as fast as you like, now slam on the brakes. You did an emergency stop, absolutely brought the car to a juddering halt, stalled, everything. Good. Do it again. Okay, good. Do it again. Finally, I could see that he wasn't scared anymore. Okay, now on to the next challenge, reversing. And that's what we did. We went and we did all of the things that he was afraid of. Now, we talked about this blank page and how some, even of the greatest artists, have been afraid of the blank page. How do you get over being afraid of the blank page? Well, somewhere along here, I should have got it ready, but I didn't. Can I find it? Why can't you find it when you're looking for it? The fact is that when you are trying to do something, you want to do it perfectly the first time, and you know what? It's not going to happen. You're not going to do it the first time. You're going to have to find it. So here's where you come in on the warm-up. Look, I wanted to arrive at this drawing. See the wings are nicely there. This is actually a dragon. I wanted to arrive at this drawing. Now, how did I get there? Did I draw it perfectly the first time? No, I didn't. So, look at the page. Let's just focus down on the page. Right here. There's my first drawing. I knew I wanted a wing. I knew that it had to be like a bat wing. So I did this drawing. No, it's not quite right. Well, I do this drawing. It's not quite right. I do this drawing. It's not quite right. This one's not quite right. This one, maybe that one is getting closer. And maybe this one is closer. And maybe that's even a little bit more closer. Right. So, here's what I want you to do as an exercise. This is to take off the blocks. This is to remove the fear of the blank page. This is to remove the fear. Face it right head up. This is your dragon that you have to face. And this is how you face it. Go ahead and do 20 or 30 bad drawings. Go in deliberately. Do those things that you are afraid of doing. If you're afraid of putting the pencil on and making a mark, then go on and do a damn scribble. Do something. Remember the example that I gave you, the story of the man who couldn't pass his driving test. He was afraid of doing this. He was afraid of an emergency stop. He was afraid of accelerating too fast. How do we overcome that? And it's a big thing when it's driving, because, let's face it, you could kill somebody, including yourself. Now, you're not in any danger. Go ahead, do a bad drawing. You can't do faces? Well, do a bad face. You can't do bodies? Do a bad body. You can't do houses? Do a bad house. Go ahead and do it bad. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing bad. If it's worth doing, it's worth making a mistake. So go ahead and have a drawing session of making mistakes deliberately. That's your exercise. If you're staying with it, good luck. This will help you to remove the blocks to your thinking that you can't draw. Go for it. I'm hoping that you'll win. You win, I win. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Thank you for looking in. Please like, comment. I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me what the problems are. I would love to answer them personally, and I'll be very happy to do so. Right? Subscribe so that you get the later lessons and drawings. That's what I'd like you to do. It would be great if you did that. Good luck, good drawing. Put some miles on the pencil. That's the old saying. Okay, bye for now.